Welcome back to Money Channel. I'm your host, Erin, and today I'm going to talk about cryptocurrency. So, what is cryptocurrency? Okay, it's a digital asset. There are many disputes within the US House of Senate about what crypto is. Okay, some say it's a security, some say it's not. We're not going to talk about that for today. Okay, all you need to know is it's digital currency. Some people hold it, or the abbreviation is HODL, HODL. Some people say, oh, I think it will be very valuable in the future, so therefore they hold it. Others say, okay, my belief is that um, it may be able to allow people to buy and sell goods and services. Okay, so some people have that belief. Others will say, oh, it's going to be used in gaming, it's going to be used in AI. So these are just reasons why people prefer to hold it or buy and trade it. Pretty much buy and sell it when they trade cryptocurrency. There are many cryptocurrency or crypto coins. The top one is Bitcoin. The abbreviation is BTC. Okay, just like with stocks that have the ticker symbol as the abbreviation, cryptocurrency or crypto coins also have an abbreviation. Usually it's a 3 to 4 letter abbreviation. Okay, so again, nobody wants to write out Bitcoin, they're writing BTC. Some platforms may call it XBT. Okay, the next one after that is Ethereum as the second coin. The ticker symbol is ETH. Okay. After that, then there are disputes which one is third, whether it's Solana, the ticker symbol SOL, or it could be, for example, Dogecoin, or it could be, for example, Tether. So these do tend to fluctuate. When they're between number 3 and 5, they fluctuate just a little bit, okay, not that much. There are over 200 crypto coins, probably about 1,000 to be honest. So you have to do your due diligence. And remember, I am not a financial advisor. I cannot give you financial advice. With that said, let's look at the crypto platforms that people use. Bear with me for a moment. Okay, so now we're on my screen and we are looking at the first crypto platform, which is called Binance US. Binance US is used if you are a US citizen. If you're not a US citizen, there is a regular Binance. So you must choose based off of your nationality. The US one has more laws and regulations that the other countries do not have. It is pretty safe, and also they have what's called KYC, but high KYC. Okay, KYC is pretty much where all or most platforms want you to verify your identity. Okay, because again, you are buying and selling based off of cash, your identity, and your account information. The next one is called Kraken. Okay, I personally do have Kraken and I love it. We are currently looking at a sample of the Kraken Pro. So the Kraken website has two pretty much like tabs, one if you're a professional and one if you're a regular person. The next one after that is Coinbase. Coinbase is good if you are a newbie or a beginner. Okay, so Coinbase, we're currently looking at the Coinbase Pro, but again, Coinbase has two tabs. It has a Pro and a regular. So if you're new and you are lost and confused and you don't know what you're doing, it's best to use Coinbase and not the Pro side of it. And it's easier to use for newbies than Kraken is. The next one after that is crypto.com. I haven't used it. However, what's interesting about crypto.com is that a few years ago, they decided to make a debit card that if you swipe in a store to purchase goods and services, it will use the crypto from your account, and then you can get an APR percent back. I don't know if they're still doing that, but that was about, I believe, 4 or 5 years ago. Next after that is Gemini. So there actually have been good reviews about Gemini. I haven't used it. The next one after that is Robinhood, and many people have used Robinhood, okay, including my mom. I'm actually surprised that my mom is using Robinhood. So once again, this is just a review of all the platforms that I have covered. So we talked about US Binance, we talked about Kraken, we talked about Coinbase, we talked about crypto.com, we talked about Gemini and Robinhood. Once again, you must do your due diligence about which crypto platform you would like to use. Okay, now these are just some websites to look at if you are interested in cryptocurrency news and the price of which coin you're looking at. Okay, so we have CoinGecko, which is great for cryptocurrency news. So if we scroll down, you'll have cryptocurrency prices by market cap. You'll see Bitcoin is number 1, number 2 is Ethereum, number 3 is Tether, 4 is XRP, 5 is the Binance coin or BNB, 6 is Solana. So, and then you have the price of them and then like a mini graph. After that, you have Coinbaro, and Coinbaro is really good for a lot of crypto news. Okay, so it has a lot of cryptocurrency articles to read, to look at, especially if you want to know what's happening, what's going on, just to stay up to date about things. And then Coinbaro also has a YouTube channel. So we're going to look over here, just pan over here. And as you see, there is a YouTube channel as well. So his last video was 7 hours ago. And again, he stays really up to date about things. So there's actually about 2 or 3 men on here that stay really up to date about things. So it's best if you're looking into cryptocurrency, once again, you have to stay up to date because, for example, Solana used to be number 3 when I first started looking at cryptocurrency. Now it is not number 3. So each coin can shift in position depending on popularity, depending on market cap, depending on the price of the coin. So again, you have to do your due diligence and keep checking on the news, what's popular, if there's any regulations. For example, Trump with his cryptocurrency regulations or deregulation. Then you have to look at if the SEC is trying to regulate versus Trump deregulating. So there are usually things happening within the House of Senate regarding cryptocurrency. Now we're looking at MetaMask. So MetaMask is a wallet, okay, guys? So you have to make an account if you would like it, and then pretty much you can buy and sell coins, but a lot of the coins that you can't get on the main platforms. So for example, if you can't get on Coinbase, then you would have to have a MetaMask, and MetaMask is also good if you're trying to convert crypto coins. The problem with crypto coins is that when you try to convert them or when you sell them, they do have what's called gas fees. So some of them may have high gas fees. What does gas fee mean? It means that there's a fee for when you are buying and selling crypto coins that the takers and the platform needs to make, okay? And pretty much it's not only the maker of the coin that has it, but also the platform. So everybody needs to get their share cut. So that's why there is that gas fee. Next, you have Phantom. Okay, so now we're getting into more intermediate things, guys, between intermediate and advanced. Okay, so now if you're not a newbie, no problem. I'm now switching slowly into intermediate to advanced. Okay, so for those of you that are intermediate, you can get a Phantom wallet, and a Phantom wallet is really good if, for example, you want to buy cryptocurrency coins that are not available on the main platforms. So if it's not available on, for example, Binance or Kraken or Binance, then you can get it on Phantom for sure. In fact, that's how I got the Melania coin and the Trump coin. I was really upset because I could not get it on the main platforms, that I ended up making a Phantom account at the last minute just so I could get the Melania and Trump coins. Now we're going to something for advanced people. So if you're intermediate or a beginner, you should not be watching this. Okay, this is for real traders. Okay, so if you're a crypto trader, wannabe crypto trader, here is where we are going. This is the dark side of the web, guys. Okay, dark side of cryptocurrency. So we are looking at what's called the DEX scanner. The DEX scanner is pretty much a list of coins. And guys, I must give a high warning on this. Remember, I am not a financial advisor. Please do your due diligence. Okay, this is just a warning. So this lists all the new coins. A coin can be made every 24 hours, every 5 hours. Okay, there are thousands of coins on here. People do, in fact, lose money when they follow trends and then they don't get out in time. People make money if they follow the trend and they get out in time. Okay, so when Trump was just before he was um, to speak and make his, his presidential speech, like days before, weeks before, the real crypto traders already had his Trump coin for at least 2 to 3 weeks prior. And how did they know about it? From this platform, guys. And again, no platform had it. Like the major platforms did not have the Trump coin. So during this time, we were all like, oh, a Baron coin is going to come out. Oh, a Melania coin is going to come out. Okay. These coins, you have to be careful. They may do what's called a rug pull. A rug pull is where the coin is not real, it has no inherent value. And all they need it to do is go up. Once it goes up, the maker sells it out of nowhere. You don't expect it. That is what's called a rug pull. And now you're holding the bag. You're left with a crap load of negative money. Okay? Like you're losing a crap load of money, in other words. So be careful. I am just giving you this warning now. Okay? So this is what we're looking at. We went over all the platforms so far. Okay, guys? If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments section. Okay, so now we are currently in my Coinbase account. So my Coinbase account has roughly about 1,400 US dollars in it. Okay, so we're currently looking at the crypto charts. So Bitcoin. So as you see, it should say BTC, Bitcoin, to USD. Okay, then it will have the last price here, the volume. So the last price, according to this, is 104,000. And look at the volume, guys. The volume is about $471 million. Okay, and then the high is 106,000. The low is 104,000. Okay. So here are the other crypto coins. So you have here Ethereum to US dollar, Bitcoin to US dollar, XRP to US dollar. Then you have Solana to US dollar, USDT, to US dollar, sweet to US dollar, so and so on and so on, guys. And then this is the chart for Bitcoin. And then just like when you're trading stocks, guys, there is a buy and sell order right here, okay? And then as I said, people need to make their profit, the crypto exchange. So you have to decide what you want, like how much profit and loss are you willing to take, the slippage, and all of that stuff, okay? But again, guys, just like when you're trading stocks, it has buy, sell, limit, market, stop loss. If you don't know the amount of Bitcoins or what's called Satoshis when it's fractional, or if you don't know the amount of Ethereum or Solana or XRP, you can just put in the dollar amount and it will also convert it here as well. So like BTC, you can just click convert. Okay, guys, so when you're in this platform, so I'm in the advanced tab, guys. When you're in this platform, you have not only just the top 10, but you have all these coins as well. Like I said, there's about more than 1,000 coins. So you do have access to all these coins. And then there is a spot tab and there is a futures tab. So just like with stocks, they recently decided to make a futures for Bitcoin. So like there's a futures for the stock market. Futures usually means, for example, like oil, commodities, the price of like rice, soybean. Well, this time they have it, but for cryptocurrency. So there's usually like how it says here, BTC, Bitcoin, and then it says 27 June 2025. So the contract will be up around this time. So they're pretty much contracts, guys. So all of these are like futures contracts, okay? So they expire on this date. And then perps is a new concept, guys. So I don't know much about the perpetuals, but that's what it's called, perpetuals, perps. Okay. So that's what Coinbase would look like on the pro side. Give me a minute, guys. Okay, so in the portfolio tab, we're seeing or looking at my portfolio. So my portfolio, as I said, it should have roughly 1,400. Of course, that will fluctuate. So right now I have $1,352.99. The other altcoins, I just have fragments of these altcoins. Altcoins means alternative coins, guys. Alternative meaning if it's not the top like two, then it's alternative, or not the top three, it's alternative. So I ended up trying to get out of these positions by selling them, but of course I couldn't sell them all the way, so I end up with like fraction, like literally like pennies, guys, just because I tried to sell out of it. I didn't want these coins anymore. So but that's what it will look like for the most part. I'm so sorry, guys, that the screen looks like that. I'm just trying my best to see if you can see it better. Okay. Okay, give me a minute, guys. Okay, this is the basic tab if you're a newbie or a beginner, okay? So pretty much it would look like this. You do have to toggle this button where it says advance to get to that screen I was previously looking at where it was black. So the black screen I was looking at is advanced. This white screen is basic. So here, the basic account, you'll see like the cash. I don't really have any cash in this account, guys, on purpose. Then you have the prices of the alternative coins. So like Luna, Serum, Terra. Then you have the market cap. Then there might be stories here. There's leaderboards here. Then on the basic tab here, if you are like really lost and confused and don't know much about crypto, but you just want to buy Bitcoin, no problem. You do need to put in your like a debit card on here, or your checking account information. Then you click buy, then review order, and then pretty much you'll just adjust this price over here, guys. Okay, so you'll adjust it to, like, if you want to buy $50 or $20 or $100 worth of Bitcoin. When it's fractional, it's called Satoshi. Okay, but more or less it would just say Bitcoin on here, and then you just click buy and it buys. Okay, again, that's if you're a newbie and you don't know anything about trading, and the advanced tab looks like, oh my god, it's overwhelming. Then you just go straight to the basic tab, which is actually the first screen you'll see. You're not going to see the advanced tab as the first main screen. So I do sometimes toggle between this regular home screen, which is the basic screen, and the advanced, just to see how much cash I have, if I can, because your home screen is where you're going to transfer your cash if you made proceeds in, if you're trading, okay, if you're not going to hold the coin. So if you're day trading or swing trading cryptocurrency, your profit, or what's called proceeds, will appear here, and then you can just withdraw it out of this account and send it to your checking account, which I've actually done often. So like, as it says here, withdraw cash, and that's what I would do. If you're sending crypto to a friend, or to if you have a hard wallet, you click send. If you want to receive crypto because you have it on another platform, or you're receiving it from, like, you're sending it to yourself, from one account to another, you can click receive crypto. So that's what Coinbase looks like, again, from the advanced to the regular tabs. Okay, guys, bear with me for a moment. Okay, so this is what a trade on a basic side, like the basic screen of Coinbase, would look like. So I put in 30 US dollars. I don't know what the heck 30 US dollars in Bitcoin is, but it tells you automatically right there. It will say it is that amount of Bitcoin, BTC, also called Satoshis, okay, which is 0.00026414, and it will fluctuate. Then you want to make sure it says Bitcoin. So right here where it says Bitcoin, again, you want to make sure. You can, in fact, change the coin. Maybe you don't want Bitcoin. Maybe you want Ethereum, Solana, Tether, XRP. You just change it here, okay? Then after that, you click review order, okay? So we're going to click review order. This is what the review order looks like. So it wants us to confirm. And then it says here, total included spread plus $1.99. It's $1.99, okay? Fee. Like I said, there's usually a fee to buy and sell crypto. And then you just click confirm, and it pretty much buys crypto, Bitcoin, or whatever coin you're looking at, from either your debit or your checking account. And that's it. It's pretty easy on the basic home screen part. Okay, now we're going to show a sample trade from the advanced tab. So once you slide this button over to the right, okay, the left is the basic home screen, which was white. You slide it over to the right, you get the advanced, which is now this blue, okay? So now we're gonna scroll over to the order form, okay? This is not for beginners. You click buy, okay? You can also sell, but you click buy, okay? Just like if you're trading stocks. Now you have a limit price, okay? I put $30 because I don't know, for example, the price of Bitcoin. But when you're in limit, maybe you want to, for example, you see how it's at $105,080. Maybe I want to buy it a lot lower. So maybe I want to buy it in this range, which is 104,840 as the price. Okay. So then I would move this, delete the 5 to the 4 so that it's a lot cheaper. Okay. We're just going to pretend here, guys. I'm not going to play with this part, but more or less, I want to add 104,000, not 105,000. Okay. So now I'm gonna buy $30 worth at a lower price. It's not guaranteed. Once again, just like with my stock market video, it's not guaranteed. Why? Because it's like you're bidding in an auction house. Imagine somebody says, I want this coin for $50. No, I want it for $150. No, I'm going to give you $250. That's what's going on here. It's like an auction. So it's not guaranteed that this coin is going to buy at that price. Only if it goes down at that price at that moment in time. So for example, let's say it goes at that price while you're sleeping. Then while you're sleeping, it will buy. Okay? If it doesn't ever reach that price, it will not buy. It would just sit there. So, and then you have to manually cancel out the order. So then keep in mind, I do not have money in the account, guys, because as you saw, my money is already inside Bitcoin. So this account only has Bitcoin. So then these are the like the profits, guys. 25, 50 max. Okay. And then you have to it is recommended that you allow taker. Allow taker gives you it gives the people that make the coins a percent profit. Okay, so they're gonna be the ones that are gonna like it it's harder to explain, but it like pretty much with the people that make the coins, not make the coins, but mine the coins, and the people that own the platform, they need to make profit, guys. So your order flow, what's called order flow, is going to go a lot faster if you allow them to make profit off of you. If you want to be stingy, then you're going to be sitting there for hours, and you know, you got people before you buying the price of the coin. So then you're going to be sitting there for hours because you're trying to be cheap and not give them their profit. And then they're going to be like, this person's not paying me enough to bump up their request. So that's the issue, guys. So just make sure you put allow taker, okay? And then after that, you can change it just like in the stock market, good to cancel, which is GTC, good till time, or immediate or cancel. So immediate or cancel, it buys immediately or it cancels out. Good till time, guys. What's interesting about crypto and crypto, like trading crypto, pretty much because it's 24/7, it's like it never closes, but it actually does temporarily close. Okay, it closes around 6 o'clock, so it's like 6:21 p.m. So it closes around like 6 o'clock temporarily, but you're not going to see it as a close. That is only for them to clear out the money. Okay, so just like when a bank closes at 5 p.m., well, guess what? From 5 to 6, they're reconciling their accounts. So with cryptocurrency, they have to reconcile the account around 6 o'clock. So they're reconciling the ledger between like 6 and 6:05 or 6 and 6:30, something like that. We don't see the close, no. But again, like they have to reconcile the account. It will open up like a few minutes later, okay? But again, it's just there's a lot of trades that go on. Imagine like millions of trades, 100 million trades, 200 million trades going on in one day. So they have to reconcile the account. It's very difficult to reconcile the account. So they need to, of course, they're using, like the blockchain to reconcile the accounts, guys. So the blockchain is a lot faster than human form, than actually like a human at a bank doing it manually. So that's about it, guys. If you have any questions, please ask me in the comments section. Give me a moment, guys. Okay, now I'm currently in my Phantom wallet. I do not have money in there on purpose, guys, because what I noticed is that they wanted high fees to swap the coins. The gas fees were so high on here. I was like, this is incredible. This is unbelievable. I'm not willing to pay those gas fees. So I took the money out of the account. This is what the swap coins look like. So if you're trying to swap, for example, Ethereum to Bitcoin, you're gonna have an extreme high gas fee, just to let you know. But Phantom Wallet is able to do that. Sorry, guys. We're looking at my iPad, so that's why you're seeing the reflection. This is what the Phantom Wallet looks like with the coins, okay? So pretty much most altcoins work on Solana. So you need to be able to convert Solana to these newer coins, which is why Phantom Wallet is very useful. Um, but for me, I was like, because at some point it was costing me money to buy the Solana within this app. Then it was like costing me money to swap the coin. So let's say, for example, Ethereum to Solana, extremely high gas fee. And then let's say I want to buy Solana, sorry, I want to swap Solana to another coin. That's another gas fee. So I got tired with the extreme gas fees within Phantom Wallet, and that was just my opinion. So after that experience, I just ended up taking the money out. Well, I hope this information has been very useful today. If you like my video, please like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Thank you and have a pleasant day. Hope to see you next time. Ciao.